People are going to love how you responded to that.
Michael who? MP is the best scorer on the planet. I hate the Spurs. Make sure you win tonight or it's a long flight home.
Fans live for games like this one.
And during our next home Spurs game, we'll be giving all fans in attendance their own Spurs Hype Squad calendar. Bring your friends and family and enjoy the game. Your visit to be enjoyable and incident-free. If you're having an issue at any time that needs to be addressed, then please text the word SPURS along with your issue and seek location to 55555. A member of our guest relations will respond and address your concern immediately. Folks, don't forget to come out to the game for Calendar Day. What better way to pass the year than with videos of your favorite mascot, the Coyote and the Silver Lancers? If you'd like to attend the Spurs game this season, please visit the ticket booth or our team website for pricing and availability. Spurs fans, we have a giveaway day. 7-4 at center. Victor.
I'm just saying, I make this in 2 days. It is evident.
Tonight, the league and all of us here at 2K Sports celebrate Noche Latina, an opportunity to spotlight the amazing Latin. We'll stand once teams get into the postseason. What kind of changes do we typically see?
Well, Brian, the one thing you see for sure is everybody's rotation will get shorter and the best players' minutes will go up. There's no more experimentation now. It's time to put your best players out there for as many minutes as possible.
All right, checking out Golden State's opening lineup. Wiggins and Green hold down the forward spots. MP is out there with Stephen Curry, and it's Jackson Davis in at the 5.
You can bet MP will make a lot of those over his career.
And here's Jones. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game. Here's Vassell. Jackson Davis grabs a miss. Golden State with the ball. MP with it. He's picked up by Jones. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Moments ago, Greg Popovich and I were able to chat, and we spoke about how he plans to deal with the three-point king, Stephen Curry. He said the biggest challenge, honestly, it's not the shooting, it's the playmaking. Steph is an incredible passer, so you can't double-team him. He'll find the open man. As always, it's not easy facing Steph. Brian?
Appreciate the report, Allie. Jones, the pass to Wembanyama. Vassell outside from deep. And Young pulls it down.
Yeah, they might want to think about a high percentage look the next time down the floor.
Stan, it feels like the hardest part of team building is getting a superstar. The Spurs have one.
Well, they sure do, B.A. San Antonio was retooling for a few years, and then they won that 2023 lottery and draft Victor Wembanyama, a superstar, and now it's about surrounding him with the right guys.
Vassell's shot is good.
A huge sigh of relief. 1 for 5 now. See if they can keep it going.
Here's MP. Rebound San Antonio.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
All right, let's go to the 2K leaderboard and see the teams who have been dominating the board since the All-Star break. Number 1, San Antonio.
Incredible rebounding numbers since the break. They've put in a lot of effort on the glass.
The Warriors have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Outside for Green. Outside Curry. Pass to Young. Launches it from deep. And the ball out of play. The Spurs will have it.
Yeah, not a great pass there. You got to be on the same page as your teammates.
And the Spurs making a change here. Barnes is checked in. Now here's Wembanyama, guarded closely. And Young with the block.
Wow, MP was ready for the shot and timed the block to perfection.
The shot won't fall. Spurs trail by 5. Got a piece of it.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
And that's his 4th bucket of the game in 7 attempts. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Well, their defense has been really impressive, especially the number of blocks they've managed to get. It's not easy to keep denying guys at the rim.
And also, the coaching staff has to love the hustle so far. Just playing with great energy, getting out and converting in transition. Yeah, when we talk about MP's unlimited potential, we're referring to nights like this one.
Fires the 3. Misses again. 2 for 8 in this matchup.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Vassell. He shoots. And that one goes. 3 for 9 for him.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. For San Antonio, Robinson, he's checked in for Sohan. Johnson comes in for Vassell. And Branham subbed in for Jones. And the Warriors will go with a different look here. Looney's checked in for Jackson Davis. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Draymond Green. Heald's checked in for Wiggins. And it's Melton in for Curry. Here's Branham. Looney grabs a miss. Here's Golden State. They're on a 17-7 run. Here's Young going inside. And Young slams it in.
Yes, speeding in there and getting some air time. MP with a solid jam off the drive.
Here's Wembanyama. We saw him with 19 his last time out.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clock. Rebounded by Branham. Spurs trail by 12. Pass to Barnes. Here's Branham, providing this team some offensive stability. A little over 10 points a game. Outside Young. Takes a 3. Good! Without a second to spare.
Oh, you gotta have some real nerves to hit that shot.
What poise, what focus. That's an impressive shot.
And so it's MP making things happen for the Warriors. Hitting 3 trays in the quarter, providing some sharp shooting. We'll be... Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Boy, for the Warriors, this has been the game they've wanted to have.
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
Johnson is out there with Barnes. Then there's Mitchell Robinson, and it's Wesley in at the point. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Pelicans got the job done. He dropped an amazing number of points, and he was locked in from deep. But when hasn't he been? And the entire NBA talking about his performance. It was that special. Can he do it again? We'll see, guys.
Outstanding, thanks. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Grant.
Yeah, BA, I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on, see if he can't replicate that performance.
Another triple for him. His 4th of the night after that monster first quarter where he hit 3 of them.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Spurs trail by 17. Robinson, a screen on Curry. Here's Wesley. From the right block, the shot is good.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort. Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
Closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second. And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept a mentorship role.
Very true, BA. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
Yeah, love to see MP just attack that rim. Young players, take note.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
That one goes. Count it. Young's got 11 here in the quarter alone.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Here's Branham. San Antonio again can't hit.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in. Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
Pass to Branham. Here's Wesley. He's covered by Curry. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring up.
Johnson gives them a huge lift when he's creating for his teammates. It takes their offense up a notch.
Young misses.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
From outside the arc. He can't hit that time.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. He wants to give them a breather and talk things over. They're looking for a little bit of redemption in this one after the loss to them here last time.
Yeah, I think they'd like to forget that game. You usually want to find some teaching moments, but in this case, it might be best to just destroy the tape.
Well, everyone has off nights. They just need to make sure that they bounce back strong.
Wembanyama finds Jones. Sohan outside. Wembanyama, screen on Kuminga. Shot clock at 6. The shot by Sohan, no good.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Grant, when you look at Draymond Green's career, you think he's going to the Hall of Fame?
You know, BA, I believe so. He's won multiple titles, and we know how impactful he has been as a defender and distributor especially. I think we'll see him in Springfield one day.
58 seconds left in the first half of this game. Outside Johnson. San Antonio again can't hit. And so it's Young with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. San Antonio has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Pass to Sohan. The shot no good. Green with the defensive effort. Golden State has gone a perfect 5 for 5 from deep tonight. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, free throws are so key in this league. It's good on MP figuring out how to get to the line.
Looney's checked in for Kuminga. Second free throw, no good. The Spurs shooting only 27% for today's game. Now here's Jones. 13 points in the win against Boston. Pass to Johnson. Now here's Wembanyama. Over Looney. Jones from outside. The shot, no good. And so it's the Golden State Warriors, up 25 big ones as we head into the next period. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. Back to the game after this break.
Hello, everybody. Maybe a bit of a surprise in this one, but what a fantastic first half we witnessed for Golden State.
Hey, these guys are a bunch of artists, man. You know why? They live for the paint.
Oh, that joke was weak, but their play style is Diesel approved.
I wouldn't say the joke was weak, it just needed a capper. And during that first half of play, these two leading the way for their respective teams.
MP continues to show a lot of maturity. He's composed and mentally tough.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
Kicking off the second half, here's Steve Kerr's 5. Inside, it's Green next to Jackson Davis. Stephen Curry is out there with MP, and it's Wiggins in at the small forward. Here's Young. Here he goes, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Curry's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Victor Wembanyama is looking to make the Spurs a contender. He said, my hunger is bigger than ever to win and compete. I can get so much better, and this is what I'm trying to do every game, every week, and every month. There's no need to be frustrated. I keep my long-term goals in mind.
Passion and patience. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you. The shot by Sohan, no good. The Warriors have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Young. Sohan with a rebound. For San Antonio, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Pass to Jones. Back to Johnson. Wembanyama with it. Green covering. The shot by Wembanyama, no good.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
The drive by MP, and MP throws it down.
Yeah, terrific take by MP. He's just punishing them on the drive.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Well, some great scores in the NBA right now, Stan. Anyone you think doesn't get enough credit for their offensive talents?
Wow, Brian, that is a tough question. So many guys.
Substitution on court.
Wembanyama against Kuminga. San Antonio again can't hit.
Wow, his shooting woes continue, and it's weighing down this offense.
And it's in there.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Here's Branham, covered by MP. No good there.
And they're ahead right now because they're working so hard on the glass.
Yeah, they're winning the possession battle, and that's often what decides games in the NBA.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area, huh?
Well, the Spurs shooting about 31% here in quarter number 3. Wembanyama scanning the floor. Wembanyama double teamed. Pass to Champagny. Just 5 on the clock. Barnes with it. Here's Branham. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
What a huge shot to beat the buzzer. My goodness.
Oh, man, that's like stealing 3 points. big-time finish to the quarter.
MP getting it done for the Golden State. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Now that is an easy.
Change here for San Antonio. Draymond Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. MP comes in for Peyton. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Young. Rebound by San Antonio. Zohan and Wemby are the bigs. Jones and Vassell are the 1 and the 2. And it's Johnson in at the 3. That's the San Antonio 5.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Young can't hit. The Spurs have gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. Outside Wembanyama. Johnson passes to Vassell. San Antonio again missing.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
Outside, Green. Vassell against Young. Yet another bucket! And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Well, he's been a lot of their offense, and the numbers certainly show it.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
And out of bounds, the Warriors will take it. And some changes here for the Warriors. Jackson Davis comes in for Holmes, and Hield is subbed in for Melton. Young from long range, and the three-pointer goes. Young's got 54 points.
MP smart enough to know he doesn't have to get to the rim to be effective.
Vassell outside. Hey, Grant, when you look at the mentality of today's players, what are the differences from back in your day?
Well, B.A., through the wonders of technology, players interacting more directly with their fans and telling their own stories. Also, there's a brotherhood. It's a bit more brotherly, with players on different teams more friendly than in days past. And, you know, I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Yes, it's good.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Warriors.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And we just saw one of the greatest teams of all time win again. They've reached that magical 72-win marker, and they keep going.
And with just one game left to play between them, they've captured the first 2 meetings of the year.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for MP.
Well, he was the reliable option for them on just about every possession. So dependable, always making the right decision.
And out of bounds, the Spurs will take it.
I don't know what the heck happened there. That's just a careless turnover.
Looney's checked in for the Warriors. Peyton comes in for Moody. Jones against Young. Vassell outside. Can they get it? And it's MP with a rebound.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Here's Looney. And there's the bucket. Staying with it that time. Offensive glass getting it done.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
Third team foul.
And so Golden State takes this one, and by a big margin. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.